Hello, everybody. I'm Jennifer Tryon. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight. We are actually on time. It's a miracle. It's a miracle. We've got such a cool lineup of events coming in 2022. I know I should have been doing this live like a month ago, but I appreciate you guys bearing with me because, there's lots of little details that go into this, and I want to make sure we are bringing you guys the best and the most fun, the most creativity, great deals, and just a whole lot of fun. So there is definitely something for everyone. I would please, please, please encourage you, if you have already taken a homemade event, please share this with your friends, because the more people we can get to participate, the better deals we can get for you guys, the bigger our community grows. And it really is so helpful and the biggest compliment if you share a live like this, or spread the link, post the link on your own social media for the event that you're taking, or tag someone in one that you think that they would enjoy. Because yes, a lot of the events that we've done together so far have been sewing related or Cricut related, but we're going to try to diversify a little bit, because homemade really is about all things homemade. Maybe it's cooking. Maybe it's, what else? Maybe it's doing your Christmas cards. Maybe it's knitting or crocheting or doing like the old school cross stitch. Everything that's homemade, sort of, if you're a crafty person, I'm guessing that you're going to love what we've got in store. And especially when you think about, do I want to invest though in all the supplies that I might need to, say, do a bit of like hand embroidery in that, hand hoop? Do I want to try my hand at watercolor painting without having to go and buy all of the stuff? This is where we come in. So what we're planning to do, not just in our subscription box, which we're going to get to, but also with some of our events that are coming up, is always send you what you need to pull off the projects that we're doing. So let's start with our brand new, so excited, the homemade life box. This is the subscription box. If you've been watching us for a while now, you've heard us talk about it a little bit. First of all, let me just say hi wherever you're joining in from. I can see people like Carolyn's here from Richmond Hill. Hi, Carolyn. I see Joy, Linda. So she loved the last event. Thank you so, so much. We so appreciate A, your feedback, and B, when you share it, because like I said, the more our community grows, the better we can make the events. We've got some special guests standing by for this live. Also at 8 o'clock. So I'm going to do this live for an hour where we go through sort of the year's worth of events. But starting at 8 o'clock, I'm going to join Beth Kingston, our friend Beth Kingston, live. And we're going to go a little deeper into the Sewing 101 course that we've got coming up, and the spinoff that I'm going to do with her called Jen Teaches Beth and You to Sew. It's going to be funny. So I'm really excited for that. So we'll go into more detail at 8 p.m. Eastern. So we'll jump out of this live and then right on with Beth Kingston. So where is everyone tuning in from? Tell me where you are. And I'm really, really already talking up a storm. We've got Liz Thompson on standby. She's going to talk to us in a little while about the bra making class, you guys. We're going to make our own bras. I mean, that's pretty fun. That's pretty fun and risky and very brave, I think, to make your own bra. And I just want to say right now that the after pictures are optional. Maybe we have to do like our own little private group for the photo shoot after, huh? Anyway, if mine turns out, I promise I'll snap a pic. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see how the diet's going. Okay, let's start with the subscription box, because this is the one that we've been waiting for. I'm so excited to bring you the homemade life box. And this is where you, my real true followers, can become a homemade lifer, where we're in it together for the long term. This is a yearly subscription, and it's only going to open up one time per year, and that's right now. And what the subscription box is going to be is for the first year, this year, 2022, it will be 3 boxes. Going forward, it'll be 4 boxes, but we're inching into this season. So they come out seasonally. The first box will be delivered towards the beginning of May. Yeah, I think so, right? And do we have some graphics we could put up on it? So you'll get 3 boxes this year, and it's not all sewing related, okay? This is your chance to really dive into something new, something homemade still. You will make this at home. We were going to give you all of the supplies that you need to make these projects. And we're also going to introduce you to some very cool makers. So yes, I'm going to be there. And yes, we're going to provide you with lots of instructions and video content. But we're also going to meet some real experts in, I don't want to give too much away because lots of people like these boxes to be a surprise. But if you have questions, please leave them in the comments. Tamara's here behind the scenes. She will either read them out or we'll try to get back to them. Or we can put the link for this live right into the chat. All you need to do is copy and paste the link that we'll put up into your what URL, like where the website thing, where you put www whatever, paste it up there, and then follow the instructions. You'll have to join into the broadcast if you want to ask me the question face to face, which would be so fun. So let's start with the subscription box. I'm going to show you how you can register for the subscription box here. So if you go to market.homemade.ca, or if you just visit homemade.ca, let's just homemade.ca. So you'll see our website, and then on the website, you will see at the very top subscription box. That's going to take you right to where you can register in the Homemade Market, or you can go to market.homemade.ca, and you can also click on subscription box, which will also take you. So what's happening here is 3 times a year, you're going to get a box, and it's going to be filled with all kinds of cool supplies. And each box has 3 projects. It also, the first box is going to have, something to house your recipes, because every box will also have a homemade recipe that we'll make together. That'll be seasonal and cute. So there's a great little tin we're aiming for in the first box that you'll be able to customize and be able to include your recipes. Tamara, go ahead.
Is it geared for children, or what age?
It's geared toward anyone, but the crafts are not super kiddish. But I can tell you, I've showed my daughters the box and what we're making, and they're like, oh, fun, cute, cool. They'll definitely love it. But I wouldn't say that you're going to be making, let's say, like macaroni art. No. I've got a little sneak peek of some cool things that we've got included in the subscription box. Don't look if you don't want to see, but this kind of stuff. We're going to be trying our hand at making our own soap. We're going to be doing some watercoloring. We'll be doing some needle embroidering, some felting. I'm not going to tell you what order everything's coming in. There will be, in the next week or so, a link on the website that is a spoiler. If you want to know what's going to be in there, you'll be able to click on the spoiler, and it'll show you exactly what you're getting. But if you've taken classes with us before, you'll know that everything in there is going to be easy enough that you can make this at home. You'll have everything you need and then some. It's going to be cool and cute, and I think you're really going to love it. And it's going to be so fun to get this big, beautiful box in the mail. In fact, the box is part of the gift. We've made sure that the box is reusable. It comes like a box in a box. So we're not shipping you the box that your actual Homemade Life box is in. That is its own beautiful storage box that you'll be able to use. All the boxes are going to coordinate, so you'll be able to, like, stack the 3 up year by year. You can use them for storage. You could, let's say you made a quilt for someone, you could gift the quilt in it, or it makes a great gift box. It's got a magnetic flap. It's beautiful. So yeah, the subscription box I'm so excited for. So it's $1.99 Canadian. That's an even better deal for our friends in the US. So if you notice at the top of the site here, it says CAD, but you could switch that to USD, and then you'll see it's $160. Man, you guys always get the best deals.
And that's for each box.
That's
correct?
for each box. Yep. And you'll have over $350 worth of craft supplies in there. We're really shopping for great deals, and not just what you need to make the project, but we always throw in a few bonuses too. So if you're crafty at heart, if you love all things homemade and making things yourself, this is just such a great way to try a different craft. Maybe we sew all the time, or maybe we've got a Cricut machine and we make those kinds of things, but this is a great way to kind of go, I never would have tried that. And besides, no one wants to go and buy all new stuff just to see if they like it. So you'll have just enough to make that, and then you can decide if you want to do more. Tamara,
Is
question.
there shipping on top of that?
Free shipping. We heard you guys with the free shipping in North America. Now, if you're one of our friends from somewhere else in the world and you're dying to have the homemade box too, please just email info@homemade.ca and we will shop for the best shipping rate for you. We're happy to send it to you. We just have to figure out how to ship it. So we will meet you halfway with the shipping. The cost of, we will include the what we pay for shipping for North America, and then we'll try to give you the best deal we can on international shipping. With the subscription box, you can see here, subscribe and save. There's 3 boxes a year. It's not over 3 years, and it's $1.99 per box. And then your credit card will automatically be charged when we ship out the next season's box. And just to give you an idea of how it's going to work, there will always be a full video tutorial on one of the projects. Then there will be another project where we do a live with the expert. And then there will be one that's easy enough that you can just follow the written instructions. And all of the patterns and all of that are in the box. So based on like how the projects go, we know which ones people are going to need the most instruction on, and the ones that you're going to be able to figure out. So you can stay tuned for the dates of those things. You'll be able to watch them in our homemade Facebook group. All the lives are free. There's no special group that you have to join. As long as you're in the homemade group, you will have access to the lives. And of course, they stay posted there. So if you miss it, you just watch it when you want. Or all of the projects are going to come with instructions anyway. So if you don't really want to watch the videos that go with it, I won't be hurt. But yeah. How many projects in each box? 3 projects, plus there's a recipe tin, and each box we'll keep adding recipes to it. So it's a cute little homemade tin. So cute. It coordinates with the box. And we've spent a lot of time designing the box and designing everything that goes into the box, co-branding with some very cool Canadian makers for some of the kits that we're doing. In fact, I'll just give you a little sneak. So we're making soap in one of the boxes, and the lavender that's going in it has been grown on the farm of the maker that we're going to have and introduce you to. So we really are trying to be as homemade as possible, even right down to bringing you the little sprigs of lavender that are included in the kit from her home, from her farm. So very, 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 very homemade, let's just say. Tamara, any other questions on the subscription box? Or if you have any questions, please leave them. Will there be a payment plan? Jessica's wondering. So we're still trying to figure out the payment plan for the box. I think that we probably, instead of doing 3 payments, could probably break it up into 6 payments, so long as we know that on every second one, there's no box being shipped. Does that make sense? But let us work that out, Jessica. If you, and I know other people may be interested in a payment plan, we can definitely post when that's available. Or if you want to go ahead and send an email to info@homemade.ca and just let us know that you're interested in the payment plan on a subscription box. That way we could spread the payments out over the full year. And that really is easier. We should have had that. We should have had that ready. Sorry. I'll add it to the list tomorrow.
There was another question about, does this mean no cricket weekend?
No. Does this mean no cricket weekend? No. Let's get to it. We're going to go in order. So let's go to the website here. And if you scroll down on homemade.ca, you can see our first couple of events here. So let's just start in order. I'm not going to spend too much time on Sewing 101 because at 8 p.m. Eastern, so at the top of the hour, we're going to join Beth Kingston and we're going to go all through Sewing 101. So basically, if you know nothing about sewing, like zero, or you feel like sometimes you know zero, you want to just start from scratch, pick up some good habits, and really like thread your machine, like really learn the basics. We're going to make 3 projects in Sewing 101. And if you've got a couple of options. So let me go through Sewing 101. This is going to start at the end of March. Well, April 1st, really. The boxes will go out at the end of March. So that's soon, you guys. This is the first one you have to register. Well, subscription box first, because we're only leaving that open until the end of the month, because then we have to close it. Whoever gets in is in. There's no going in, later on in the year, because we are getting it all ready, and whoever's in at the beginning is in for the whole year. You can cancel if you want to cancel, and then you'll be out. You can't subscribe again. And then it'll be a lottery for whoever else gets in once the subscription time has closed. So we'll leave it open until the end of the month. Is there any more subscription boxes questions before we go on to Sewing 101?
Just give me 1 second. Yeah, someone was asking about if they can skip a box.
Skip a box. Now, why would you want to skip a box? Here's what I'll say. Once you register, you're in. You'll get all of the boxes. Everything comes nice and packaged. So if you want to re-gift something, you can totally do that, because it'll be nice and new and pristine. You'll be able to pass it on. It'll come packaged in a little, you'll be able to pass it on. So that would be my advice.
And what are the future ship dates?
So we're doing it seasonally. So let me just go here. So you can expect 3 boxes, and we're predicting May, is it August? And then end of November. So seasonal, like spring, summer, and then kind of fall. Fall. There might be a little bit of Christmas in that box, but we'll basically be picking up the next registration will open again in the fall, so that we can pick it up in January. So that's how that's going to go. So there will be, starting in 2023, winter, spring, summer, fall. This year we're sort of skipping winter and going right to spring, summer, fall. So we'll include a little bit of Christmas. But there is a 1-day homemade Christmas event that we will eventually get to, which is just a 1-day, 3 projects, all live. We'll send you all the stuff, and it's just for Christmas. It'll be a mix of sewing and other crafts. So like a wreath. I think we're going to do Christmas tags and some cards. And there's some other stuff. It's good.
Do they get a notice before the boxes ship out?
Yes, there'll be a notice on when your box is shipped. You'll get your tracking like usual. And you will also get an email that says when you can expect you'll get video instructions for any class that comes with a full tutorial. And also you'll get a notification on when the live Q&A is. So there'll be lots of correspondence. Once you become a lifer, you're in. We'll be really keeping in touch. We're in it for the long haul. Tamara.
Okay, 2 more questions.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've seen a few of them come up. if they need to change their address, if they live somewhere else in the summer, what do they have to do?
Yeah, so you do have the option in your account of changing the address, but you can always just email info@homemade.ca and we can change the address for you. It's no problem. We can ship the subsequent box.
Okay, one last question.
Yeah.
Will the sneak peek list be posted before registration closes?
For sure. Yes, we will only sneak peek one box at a time though. Like we have the full box of the one that's coming out, and we have most of the summer box, and we have some of the fall box. We don't have everything in yet because that's still quite a ways away. So we hope that you'll trust us a little bit too, that the projects will be stuff that we know you'll be into. But yes, we will post it in the next couple days. All right, should we move on to Sewing 101? I hope you guys go for the subscription box. I was talking about Sewing 101 before we switched back over. So this is a complete beginner's class. Like if you haven't sewn before, or if you're really thinking, we can bring it up here on the computer. If you go to market.homemade.ca and under events, this is where you're going to see all of the events that we've got going. So it's market.homemade.ca. We can put that in the comments here. So March, May, we've got two things like kind of happening in May. June, so March is Sewing 101. May, we've got our homemade event. Last year that was in March, but this year it's in May. That's going to be almost all sewing. There's going to be one non-sewing in the homemade event. We've got bra making. That's going to be awesome. It's going to start at the end of May, so it's going to go mostly into June. And then in June, we're launching Watercolor Wednesdays. So this is every Wednesday night in June. It's free. It's a watercolor class. I'm going to do it live, and you can watch it for free. You don't have, like, we want you, if you can, to register through the site so that we can alert you and remind you that it's coming and what we're going to be doing, and send you any of the information. But you can also opt for us to send you the complete watercolor kit. So that could be fun. And then you were talking about the Cricut event that's coming up in September. It's the last weekend in September. I think it's the 23, 24, 25 is the Cricut event. We will have more details about who else is teaching at some of these events and what some of the add-on classes will be. If you're already a homemade like super fan and you're like, give me everything no matter what, you can go ahead and sign up for Give Me Everything right now. And then, just wait and see what the add-ons are, because maybe you already know you want them for sure. We're going to do another virtual quilting retreat. We're going to start it a little bit earlier next year. That's going to be in October. And the pattern and the fabric collection and the designer that we're going to be making, all of that is still to come, but it's going to be coming soon. We're going to let you know what it's going to be very soon. So that you can have some time to register. And then, like I said, we're going to do the one-day homemade Christmas event in December. And again, that's just going to be one day, 3 projects. We'll send you everything, plus some cute holiday goodies. Tamara.
Do we know when you'll announce the Give Me Everything add-on classes?
Yeah, so we're doing our best right now to secure what they should be. So with the homemade event, for example, we do already know that Amanda Brown is going to be doing the circle attachment as one of the add-on classes, and we're going to be offering the actual circle attachment from Janome for your specific machine. I was talking with Amanda today, and then jumping from that, we may even put another summer quilting with curves in the summer. We're still working on that. So by no means is this the end of the line, but this is some good stuff right now. But so Amanda's going to do sewing with curves at the homemade event, and one of her add-ons is going to be the circle attachment for your Janome machine, how to sew perfect circles. We're also going to do an add-on during the homemade event on freestanding lace. I'm going to do that. We did that a bit with napkins, but it won't be with any other cloth. We'll do a complete freestanding lace project, which is going to be very cool. So if you have an embroidery machine, and we may do another serger or cover hem. In fact, I'd like to know from people watching, would you like to have more instruction on some of those, more obscure machines like the cover hem machine, for example? Because I'm happy to do an add-on, even a fourth add-on. If we do a serger, I'm happy to add a cover hem into the mix too. If people are, even if just a few people say, yes, I'd do it. Yes, I'd do it. Yeah. And some people are saying, well, I love that attachment. Yeah, that attachment is great. If you already have it, you don't have to buy it. If you don't have it, you can get it as part of your kit, which is where, having all of these events sponsored by Janome has been so fabulous. Because let's get back to the Sewing 101. If you're not a sewer, or you're sewing on a super old machine, but you don't have, the budget for like a huge new machine that we sometimes see on the shopping channels, Janome is going to allow us to send you a brand new computerized machine. It's the Janome C30 machine, and they're going to give you a fabulous deal, $329 Canadian. For that machine. So when you're registering for Sewing 101, you have a choice. So it says, how ready are you? Because a lot of people won't know how to sew at all that take this class. So the first option is good to go. Send me the course and the supplies. So that is $159. And that basically is going to get you all the materials you need to make the 3 projects, which is a little heater bag, that you put the rice and the barley in. We're going to do a zipped pouch, and we're going to do like a little placemat mug rug with an applique of your initials. So those are the 3 projects that we're doing. And you will be able to do those even if you're a non-sewer. By the end of the class, you should have your skills honed enough for those. So that's the basic kit. Gets you the classes and all the materials. Now, if you're a new sewer, you might not have some of the tools that you actually need for sewing, which is like the rotary cutter, the mat. And so we have an extended kit too. So in the extended kit, which is $99, you're going to get the rotary cutter, you're going to get a cutting mat, thread snips, fabric scissors, the ruler, and a seam ripper. And there's probably a couple other little goodies we'll put in there too. So that is the extended kit, because you will need these items to be any kind of sewer, whether it's garments or quilts or whatever. These are sewing tools that you need. So some of you will already have them. Perfect. You do not need that extended kit then, so you don't have to opt for that. Now, there may be some of you watching that are like, I do want to learn to sew, but I don't even have a machine, let alone, then you can opt for, I have nothing but desire. Yeah, it's me that thinks these up, you guys. This is what I do for fun. So this one you can choose, send me the course and the supplies, the extended kit, and the brand new Janome sewing machine. And that you can get for $587 Canadian. It's a bit of a better deal when you switch to USD. Let me just see. Yeah, $470. So that's going to include the machine too, you guys. And this is a great little machine. And $329, it's $349 on the Janome website. So they're giving us a little extra deal. So that's great. Tamara, questions?
So what if you have a plain Jane, aka non-Janome machine?
Yeah, use it. No problem. Use it. Absolutely. If you get partway through and you're like, send me the machine, I hate this machine, no problem. We can just send you the machine on its own. But no, this is designed for the absolute beginner. You don't have to buy a new machine at all. We just wanted to make a deal available because there are some people who maybe are still using the machine with the knobs on it, or maybe they've been sewing through the pandemic with a machine that's like, and it's like, oh, that is a good chance. And so many people ask me, what's a good beginner machine? This is a good beginner machine. 30 stitches, has a little bit of decorative, nothing too fancy, easy to use. So that's the one Janome is going to make available to us for, about $20 off. So good. That's good. Well, $20 cheaper than the cheapest sale price. That's what we said. I found it at Costco. That was the only place I could, like the lowest price I could find. So I just made sure like we could at least match or beat the lowest price we could find. So that's what's cool about having Janome do these events with us.
So they could get the class and the machine. They don't need to buy the extended.
Well, you
to
can't.
get the machine.
Yeah, you can get the class and the machine. That's actually a good option. Let me put that on there tonight. If you just want the class and the machine because you already have a rotary cutter, but you just have a janky old machine and you want the machine, that actually is a pretty good point. So I'll add that. I'll add that tonight, right after this. So if you're wanting Sewing 101, and it really is 101, we're going to start, and I'm going to do all of the lessons on this machine. It's right here. So everything in the course will be on this machine, but it's also going to be designed to help you navigate whatever machine you have. If you do have an old, all sewing machines basically thread the same way. And, there's basic rules about winding the bobbin and putting the bobbin in place. So no matter what machine you have, we're going to try our best to make sure that you're learning the sewing basics, because now whatever machine you sit down at, you should be able to figure out how to thread it because you've threaded yours, enough times to know. So that is Sewing 101. If you have any other questions, Tamara?
Quickly, does that include shipping?
Everything is free shipping. Everything. Because I think almost everything is over $100. So we have free shipping over $100. So that's basically covering all of the events. And we have lots of stuff, if we go up to the top of the website here, shop the marketplace, there's notions, thread, fabric, supplies. If you see any of those items that you want us to include in your box, you can throw them in. And that way we don't need to charge shipping or have a separate, we'll just put it in your kit, like no problem. Okay, so the next event we've got coming out in May is the homemade event. And we kind of touched on that already. And that's basically where we do, sorry, my throat. Back to CAD. A whole weekend's worth of projects. This is what we started with last year. A lot of you will be familiar with the homemade event, but we're going to do Friday night, all day Saturday, all day Sunday. And, it's filled with classes. So Friday night, we'll do a class. Saturday, we'll probably do 2 or 3 classes. And then on Sunday, we'll do the add-on classes. That's likely how it's going to go. But there will be definitely more information to come on, when each class is going to roll out. But it's running May 12, 13, and 14. This year, sort of why we had to do it this way is because there's so many supply chain issues right now that we have to cap the classes. Prior to this, we kind of let them open and we, could order more stuff and make up some more kits. This year, we have to order so far in advance that we have to say, okay, we're going to let 100 people into this class. And then we just have to say no after that because we have to order the quantities and we've had to order before we even know how many people are going to take it. So that's why we're doing this sort of year launch. So if you're seeing something that you want, you can go ahead and get in on it because we do have to cap them. So the homemade event is going to be a whole weekend, May 12, 13, 14. And again, sewing, great, easy sewing projects. Once you're coming out of Sewing 101, the homemade event's going to be awesome. Again, we send you everything you need, free shipping. The box is fabulous. It's going to have tons of cool goodies in it. So stay tuned for that. Hopefully you have registered your email with us. You can do that on the website, and then you'll be constantly getting not constantly, but we will send you the updates when these things become available. Okay, let's go to our May 12th is a Thursday.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was
yeah.
just looking that up.
Okay, yeah, right. Mm-hmm. So maybe we're doing the add-on on the Thursday, or maybe we should really be doing 13, 14, 15. All right, this is going great.
Someone was asking about tax. There's tax on.
Yeah,
top
so
of
the tax
everything.
depends on where you live. If you're in the US, there's no tax because we're in Canada, so we can't charge your tax. But in Canada, you'll be charged the tax based on the province that you live in. That's just the tax rules. So the website just figures that out based on your address. Tamara.
Does the Give Me Everything option register you for all the add-on classes?
Yes, it does. And with the homemade event this year, if you register for Give Me Everything, we are including a free grab bag in your kit. So you will get, Tamara didn't even know that. I know. Free grab bag in your kit, total bonus and in fact, all the grab bags are different. So you will be getting, some sort of, if you've gotten our grab bags in the marketplace after events in previous, you'll know about them. But basically it's a bag full of goodies, sewing and craft goodies that you can use for all kinds of things. There's always lots of fabric and tools and things like that. But you'll get a free grab bag. They're usually worth about $100, and we usually sell them for about 60, between 40 and 60. Yeah. So that's the homemade event.
Two more
Tamara,
questions.
yeah.
One was, what is Subscribe and Save?
So Subscribe and Save, I was just trying this prior to going on. It's basically, I was just testing out to see if we could offer a payment plan through the way that we did the subscription box, which is to basically spread out the payments over time. But I can't quite figure out yet why it's just saying Subscribe and Save. So if you're looking for the payment plan on this, just hang on for a day or so. Yeah, because that's what that's supposed to be. Or go ahead and put it in, see what happens. I'd love to know. I've bought so many things off my own site that I should really start refunding myself, because I test it out and then I'm like, never pay it back. I'm like, why am I buying so much from Homemade? Maybe you guys say that too. Why am I buying so, or our husbands, why are you buying so much from Homemade? Whatever. Anyway, if you're looking for a payment plan on that, we're going to figure that out too. We've been trying to get more automated. Like before, we'd have to go in and put the payment plan in our cart to try to save you guys fees and stuff like that. So we're really trying to save you guys from having to pay any interest to app companies. So that's why it's a little clunkier. Okay, is there any other questions about the homemade
There's
event?
a couple of questions about ETA on when you're going to have descriptions of the add-on events and what the add-on classes are.
Yeah, so the add-on, we know right now that we're going to do an embroidery add-on. It's going to be a freestanding lace project. We're going to do a sewing circles, perfect circles as one of the add-ons, and we're going to do a serger class as one of the add-ons. But I can show you the projects in the next week or two. And we're on the fence on whether we do a fourth add-on, which would be a cover hem course. And might have to talk to Liz Thompson about the cover hem. She's such a whiz on that too. I think we should bring Liz in now to talk about what she's going to be doing for Homemade in June, which is the bra making class. Liz, hi.
Okay, so can you hear me?
Yes, we can. We're just going to get you up
Alrighty.
on the screen. There we go.
Okay.
Look at
All
your
right.
nice boobies behind you.
Yes, yes. I have had the most fantastic time since I retired from Janome last summer. And I have been on a bra making journey, so much so that I barely have done any other sewing besides lingerie, and it's been the greatest amount of fun. I've tried different patterns, different fabrics, and whatever. So up here, all right, this is the bralette that we're going to make. I did not start with making bras with a bralette all those years ago when I started making bras. I started with a wired bra. And you know what? It can be very intimidating. So I thought it was best we started with a bralette, so there's no wires in it. And the question that I often get asked by people is, oh, well, then it's not going to hold my boobs up. I've got big boobs.
I got big boobs too.
But you know what? My daughter said that to me, and she's going to come over soon, and I'm going to prove to her that a bralette can support you.
Wow.
Because it depends on the fabric and how you put it together.
And it's so true. And bras, I mean, they really are the freaking worst.
Yes.
Aren't they? Don't you just want to whip it off?
Yep.
But what a difference.
They don't do the all-day test because they invariably poke you somewhere.
Yeah. Or I've so many times had a V shape and had the underwire literally
yes,
sticking out.
I've had that too. Yep. So since I've embarked on this, in fact, the first bralette I ever made was in August last year. And I think I've now, oh goodness, I've lost count of how many I've made. And this can be a swimsuit top as well. And I will also teach how to do a pattern hack, so that if you don't like this peephole, then you can actually very easily convert the pattern and do away with that peephole, which does then give more support.
That's so great. Although I really like the peephole.
Yes.
I say
it's kind of sexy, isn't it?
Although I kind of also feel like my own boobs might just cover the peephole. I mean, I'm not standing quite as straight as she is behind you.
No,
Tamara,
and she's nice and skinny in the waistline. I wished I had her skinny waistline.
Yeah, but that's what's great about making a bra, is that we're going to offer you a kit from extra small all the way up to 4XXXL. So, you know, if you're going to find, you're going to be in the range. Some people are going to have enough fabric to make multiples. And if you need, me, I'd probably only be able to make one. I'll be able to make one and one boob.
You'll be able to certainly make one bralette.
Yeah.
No matter what size you are. Yeah. And you will learn how to sew elastics and how to lay out your pattern, because it's always got to be done in a very specific way for success. All of that we will cover. And it's a whole lot of fun.
Do we need a serger, Liz?
No, I do mine on my sewing machine. You can do it on the serger, but I've just been having the most brilliant amount of fun on my sewing machine. And all you need is a straight and a zigzag stitch. If your machine has an elastic stitch, great, you can use that too, but you can get by with just straight and zigzag.
So even if you're in the Sewing 101 and you end up with this little machine.
Perfect. Perfect.
Good. Yeah, that's what I thought. This machine's a good little machine.
It is.
Yeah.
When the pandemic started and we were selling those online, our education team did videos on that, and I had one here at home, and I absolutely loved it.
It's a good little machine.
It's a nice machine.
Yeah, I do recommend it for someone who, has the machine with the knobs and, isn't ready to invest thousands of dollars into a high-end machine, but you do want that computerization because it is just easier to sew on.
Correct. And you're still getting great quality at that price.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
So Tamara, let's take some questions from people, because I think they're hearing bra and going like, oh my God, can I do it? I don't know.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, I think so.
So Patricia was asking, can we make it wider strapped, or is it going to be the straps in the...
Right. So the straps are coming in the kit, right?
Yes.
They're not the skinny, tiniest little straps.
No. Yeah. I'm going for, I do believe, 1/2-inch straps.
Yeah. So they're not the skinniest. They're not the widest either.
No.
But they'll be a good meat. They'll be a meat in the middle.
Yeah.
And remember, and they will also have the sliders, so you will be able to do that adjustments, all the little findings, the hooks, everything's
hooks and eyes at the back.
Yeah,
everything
it's going to come in your kit. And we're going to do
even the little bow.
Oh,
you'll also get the little bow.
I know. We want you to have every single detail. We are going to have so watch for it, a couple of different colorways, we think. Liz, what do you think? Oh, we're kind of freezing.
Sorry, can you just repeat that? You froze?
Yeah. We're thinking about offering also a couple of different color options. So if you want to add an extra kit, you can still sign up for the bra making tonight. And then we're going to, as we know, we can get enough extra kits in different colors. We will put those up, and then people can decide if they want to add the extra kit if they want.
So the original bra will be black?
Yeah. The original is, right?
Well, that one is just the one that I have made. This was actually the one that Jennifer really, really liked. Sorry, let me wrinkle it.
The retro, like the pink and black.
Yes. This is a mesh over a lining. And I'm busy at the moment trying to source to get something almost exactly the same.
Yeah, so that's one of the options. And then the black with the nude So the black polka dot with the nude in the background. Let me
Yep.
just go to the actual pictures here. So
And then
that'll look-
something classic like an ecru or a cream with
Yeah.
a cream or ecru lace over the top for people that like that.
look, this is a picture of me.
Jen, I thought you said you had big boobs.
Nope, I lied. This is actually me. I know. I hate the fact that I'm even having to put this, but this is, you know what? Maybe I'll be brave and post my pic.
Well, do you know that I have a very close friend, and she actually got this dressmaker's dummy for me because she said, you are not going to put pictures of yourself in your bras online. She has an absolute thing about people taking your photograph and doing things. So now Modest Millie is my mannequin.
Oh, okay. All right.
And there's nothing wrong with laying it on a table and taking a photograph and posting that online.
That's true. That's probably what we should opt for.
Yeah.
Will we be able to make a white one? Joy was wondering. Yes, we're going to opt for like a white or a cream. We're just sourcing it right now.
That's the classic style.
Yeah,
most people seem to want that.
Yeah.
Is it a one-day event?
So the way we're going to do it is we're going to deliver you all of the classes at one time. And so Liz and I are going to, on the launch of the event, we won't all make it together live, but we'll launch the classes. We'll deliver them to you, all 3 of them. Well, it's kind of 2 classes. And then if you opt for the bonus, if you want to do the matching underwear, the matching panty, you can. And then we'll just beef up your kit with the extra fabric and the extra elastic. And then you can work at your own pace, and we will be doing subsequent lives over the subsequent 2 weeks to answer any questions that you have. And you can post in the group any questions that you have. But we will be giving you the full video lessons on, I believe it was May 26th.
Yes, that's the date we said.
Yeah, May 26th. So yeah, we'll be here to support. If you're in a quilting event, it'll be similar to that, where you get the video and then we'll give you a few days and then we'll do the live and then we'll be sewing together and answering questions like that.
Right.
Yeah. What other questions?
And the panties as the optional add-on kit. These are the actual panties as well.
Oh,
and they're really cool because the side seam actually comes around to the front a little. And it's got this nice, I don't know if you can see it maybe here better. It's got this nice shape at the top of the leg.
Yeah, see that.
And
that's going to make your leg look longer.
I've done trials and errors of lots of panty patterns. And this is my all-time favorite. And she is a pattern designer in Canada.
Oh, we love that.
Yes, we do.
Love that. We love supporting the Canadian designers for sure. That's great. And the panties will match whichever bra
correct
is in your kit. So when you go to the market.homemade.ca, so we can put the link up to the bra class, you'll choose bra class and kit or bra and matching panty class kit. So you don't have to get the matching underwear, but hey, we're at it. So the underwear will be its own video. And if you register for that, you will get that too. So you just need to choose which one. And it's just $60 more for that class and all of that material. And we'll ship that to you in your box, in your bra box. I'm excited for this.
Yes.
For this.
It is such fun. And you know, the best thing about it is it fits.
Oh,
when you get the fitting right, it's so comfortable because you don't have things poking you. You don't have elastic rubbing you. It's so fabulous.
Yeah. I mean, people, I've never made a bra before. This is going to be my first one, Liz.
Oh, it's fun.
Yeah. And, you hear about people saying, once you make your own bra and your own swimsuit. I did make swimsuits this summer. That was true. I got to say, that swimsuit was comfortable.
Yeah. And these 2 patterns can be a swimsuit, a two-piece swimsuit.
This is really going to take our sewing game to the next level because we're going to be using fabrics we're not totally accustomed to. We're going to be making a garment that I'm sure, not accustomed to making. And I think we're going to be hooked.
Yep. It's an addiction. What can I say?
That's good. That's good. And then we'll have to get you, maybe let's see how it goes. And maybe we'll do an underwire bra after that. Something like
Yes,
that.
maybe in the fall.
Mm-hmm. All right. That'd be good. Any other questions for Liz before we let her go? Liz, thank you so much. We're so looking forward to it. I'm sure like people are like, add to cart.
And can I carry on listening?
Of course. Of
Okay.
course. All right. So thank you, Liz. We'll come back to you if anyone else needs you. But next up in the array of cool events that we've got coming up this year is we're going to, there might be something else in the summer, but we're going to be tired in the summer. So we mentioned that the bra making is going to go into June, but also so is Watercolor Wednesdays. And so if you've ever wanted to try your hand at watercolor, you do not need to be a full-fledged artist. In fact, in your kit, you're going to get a sampling of some watercolor pencils. We're going to do some watercolor paint palettes. We'll do some watercolor, brushes, all of the proper watercolor paper. But the class is basically free. We're not going to charge anything for this course. It's going to be live. You'll be able to watch it in the Homemade Facebook group. And if you want, when you're on the website under events and you go to Watercolor Wednesday here, you'll see it's free. You can just add it to your cart and that will put you on the list to be reminded of when it's coming out. Now, if you want all of the stuff that we're going to be using during Watercolor Wednesdays, so it's every Wednesday in June. So every Wednesday at 7 p.m., you'll be able to watch. And if you want the kit, it's $129 Canadian, and you can just add that to your cart, and then we'll send you the kit as well, so you can follow along and actually do the painting with us. So that's going to be so fun. Watercolors is one of my passions. I love watercolors. I designed a whole watercolored paper pad for Spectrum Noir a couple years ago. It sold on HSN. I loved designing that. I still have so many of the original watercolors. So, so often we're doing sewing and other kinds of paper crafts. I'm really excited to bring you this other passion of mine, which is watercolor painting. And you really don't have to be an artist to do this. In fact, watercolors, and I think that's why I'm actually not bad at it, because you don't really need to be that good. It's so forgiving. It's such a great medium. And look at Tamara is digging out all the watercolors. So if you want to be able to do, just give me the file. That'd be good. Yeah. So look at these paintings that we did. Just simple, cute. Is this upside down or are we good? No, we're good. These are the kinds of things that you're going to be able to do. Monogram your own florals. Maybe you want to do a family portrait. One of the most popular is the watercolor floral wreath. These are all things that we're going to be doing during Watercolor Wednesdays. And you're going to be able to bang these off. I'm going to show you background techniques like this. Maybe you want to do bigger style florals. I'm really, really excited. So you can do these with whether it's tubes of watercolor paint, paint palettes, or even watercolor pencils. Don't be surprised what you can get away with just watercolor pencils. Tamara.
Will you have a list of supplies needed for the classes?
So yes, we will have a list of supplies needed, or what I'm going to be using. I'll post that each week. But if you opt for the kit, you will get that a couple of weeks before, you'll get that in May. And then you'll have it ready to go each week. You'll be able to test out, you'll be able to use all the same things that I'm using, so that you can paint some of these as well. And let me tell you, you really do not have to be any kind of watercolor artist to do these kinds of things. We be doing some cool techniques like this too, where we do a background and then maybe even with some washi tape, putting it down so that you can get those great white lines. Look at that. So fun. And you know what? We'll be able to do this together. So I hope you will opt for the kit, because it is nice to be able to paint like this and have the, sort of the right supplies. We're going to make sure you get a great deal on everything. So there's going to be lots and lots of watercolor supplies in there. Tamara. Oh yeah, we got 5 minutes. Yeah. I said, no, you don't need to give me a warning. I totally need the warning. So that's going to be Watercolor Wednesdays in June. And you can opt for the kit, and then you'll have everything you need to kind of take, try your hand at something a little different.
What if you can't draw?
You don't have to be able to draw. In fact, we're not drawing. If there is anything that I want you to have an image of, it will come to you in the kit in the form of a stamp. And so we'll stamp some of those images down, and then we'll watercolor from there. So I do think you're probably going to want the kit. If your interest is piqued and you want to have some of those pro results, but without being a pro, you're going to want to tune in. And I'd say go for the kit because it's going to be very cool. Tamara.
So the kit will be a drop-down option on the menu?
Do you see it here? So when you're on it, you can free. So the free class is free. You can just put it in your cart, and then that way we at least know you're going to be in it, and we can send you the information. Send me the kit. We'll give you obviously the information, and we will put together your watercolor box, which would be.
How much is the kit?
$129 Canadian. So you're going to get lots of watercolor paper, all kinds of different watercolor mediums, brushes, water brushes, like paint trays, a bunch of different papers, background papers, projects, whatever you need to pull off what we're going to do. I think there might be a couple frames in there, some home decor kinds of things, because if you want to frame it. So yeah, the kit's going to be great. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. Tomorrow.
Will it be a video? So if you miss it, you
Yes.
You don't have to watch.
Yes. Yes. So everything will stay posted in the homemade group, and it'll be Watercolor Wednesday. There'll be 4 videos. Anyone who's registered will get an email at the end of June with all of the videos in it. So yeah, you can watch them, like I said, for free. But if you want to play along, you get the kit. Okay. Next up, in September is the Cricut event. We had a blast this past September. We did a whole weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It will be a similar event to last year, where we send you a gigantic box of Cricut things. Cricut Canada is sponsoring the event again this year. And so they are going to make available some amazing Cricut products. And I got to tell you, we've got Cricut shows coming up on the shopping channel in Canada, and there's tons of new stuff, you guys. So we're going to definitely be incorporating some of that. We'll again have a list of what the add-ons and all of that will be. So if you trust us and you want to go ahead and do the Give Me Everything, because you're going to want to do everything, then just go right on ahead. And the same goes with the Cricut event. If you choose Give Me Everything this year, you will get a free Cricut grab bag. So in your box will be free bonus materials for doing the Give Me Everything. So that's the Cricut event, and it's going to be September 23, 24, 25. That's the last weekend in September. And tag a friend. We had so many people last year doing the event with other people. It was fabulous. And when you can, get a group of girlfriends together and, make a weekend of it, it was really, really, really so fun.
And if they sign up for the Give Me Everything, everything's included. They don't need to buy anything else to be able to do the project.
Nothing else. You just need your Cricut machine for sure. We'll make sure everything is in there. Okay, so I need to wrap it up. Go ahead, Tamara.
I was going to say 1 minute.
Yeah, we've got the homemade quilting retreat, the pattern and all of that's coming. It's going to be in October this year. And then we've got that 1-day homemade Christmas event, and that's going to be 3 Christmas projects in one box. And that one's going to be in December. You don't have to go anywhere. I just have to jump off so that Beth Kingston can come back in. So stay right here, and I'm going to come back and we're going to talk a little bit more beginner sewing 101. Thanks for watching, everybody.